consistency is the key. I painted a single Plague Marine every day for the last 5 weeks, and I want to continue that in the future. So let's check out what they look like. Here we go. Okay, we start strong with a Plague Champion with Plasma Gun and Power Fist. This guy here. This is converted from that Dark Imperium box. I just gave him a Plasma Gun, and the Plasma Gun is like, he's holding it like this. I've not changed, I think, yeah, I've not changed anything else on that miniature, but the Plasma Gun looks kind of cool, like, yeah, into business, you know. And then I noticed heavy plague weapons, they are the rage right now, they are so good. So you need a bunch of them. So on the second day, I painted this guy with a really big axe. I saw a video on YouTube, I cannot remember who made it, but somebody made a conversion like this, and I thought I really want a guy with the axe over the shoulder like this. Looks really cool, and he also used the same head, so I said, I have those bits, I have a spare Plague Marine, so let's do it. Yeah, and then, as I said, heavy plague weapons, third day. That was the 3rd of July. Yeah, another axe. It's like, you just need heavy plague weapons nowadays. But then I said, okay, everything but bolter I will put to the end, because bolters are really bad in the game right now, but I really like the aesthetic of bolters, and there are some really cool sculpts with bolters. For example, one guy with this guy, this is much later, this guy has a bolter like to the front and a plague knife to the back. Looks really cool, but not really in use right now, but I still want it. And maybe they make like separate units of Plague Marines in the future, one that is cheaper, that has only bolters, and one has special weapons, I don't know. Who knows what they're gonna do. And then, yeah, really important special weapons, or basically plasma guns and melter guns. The next 4, I can put them together. 2 plasma guns, 2 melter guns. It's just, they are nice. I like my new style with the red plasma stuff. Yeah, it looks cool. And then there's another, I think it's a conversion from Plague Champion. This guy has a robotic weapon. Not really that useful right now in the rules. They are not as broken as they were before. Basically, it's pretty good to have heavy plague weapons. They are really devastating in close combat, and then you have a bunch of special ranged weapons. And speaking of ranged weapons, so I made a heavy flamer, and the second guy is also, this is where we are at now, the 9th of July, also another heavy flamer, because I noticed I only have 2 flamer guys converted up from my really old Plague Marines. They are kind of in retirement now. I still love them, but they were my first Plague Marines more than 12, 14 years ago. I don't know. I don't remember. And then we are on the 10th of July. A heavy plague weapon. Once again, big axe. I really like the sculpt. He's like pretty standard from the he's from the Plague Marine kit standard, but I swapped the head and maybe the backpack as well, I don't remember. Looking good. And then another heavy plague weapon, flail. The flail used to be a special option they could take in the unit, but they took that away and consolidated. There was like a big plague cleaver and the flail, and they consolidated those together into the heavy plague weapon. So this is a converted flail. I think I used the standard guy that has I think this the back to back. The next guy has the flail, and I used the arms from the standard flail guy, and I put them on the other one. But I put some bells and a flail head from another kit. I think the bells are from some kind of flagellant kit or something, I don't remember. So another heavy plague weapon, then the flail, 12th of July, and then you get the idea. Then another robotic weapon, guy with the axe from the Plague Marine kit. And then this guy is one of my favorite ones. I used I think this is called Silencer from the Grey Knights. My friend plays Grey Knights, so he has a bunch of spare bits. But the barrels of the gun, they have 3 barrels, symbol of Nurgle, like the paint holder here. And I thought I have to use that gun, but it needs to be a little bit more grimy, and I put some chains on the side, and I put some of the Dark Elder. The Talos kit has like those injector things that inject poison into it, or not poison, combat drugs into it. So I put 4 of them on top, and I painted them with really nice mood green and then neon yellow, so they are glowing. And I put the neon more to the bottom, so it looks like it's glowing from the bottom. So I really like that one. And the next guy is just, later I noticed that I need to put the bolters to the back of the queue because I have so many. And currently for my tournament list I needed the other weapons. So this guy is just a normal guy with a bolter, but he's also from the Dark Imperium kit, I think the head at least. I think I did a little bit of a conversion with the arm. Don't remember. And then, by the way, the Grey Knight guy is a Blight launcher. I forgot to tell you what I'm using it for, because there's another Blight launcher here. I have that, I think that's the one from the Easy to Build guy. He's holding it like this, and I mean, you can't have enough Blight launchers, am I right? And the next 2 guys, this guy has a plasma gun, but he has the plasma gun kind of down. But since it is red and a really nice contrast to the green, when you play you can easily spot which one's the plasma gun, because I hate when the weapons are not really visible and they have them some kind of back in a backpack or in the holster or something. But speaking of plasma guns, next guy is also a plasma gun, and that head, that head is so good. I think that's from the Putrid Blight King kit. Such a good bit. And then another Blight launcher, a pretty standard guy with a knife. I think pretty much all of them kind of are converted, maybe not the next one. Most of them have extensive conversions on them, but I think this guy is pretty much stock. Extensive conversion. Are they that extensive? I mean, most of them have a head swap or arm swap or something like that. Not a Blight launcher. And then this is basically the same guy as the guy in the beginning. We are in 21st of July now. He is basically the same guy. I took the fly off on the one with the plasma gun. The fly is up here. And he has just a normal knife here. Is he that useful? At the moment, since everything, like all of the equipment doesn't cost any points, you wouldn't really give him no plasma gun. You will always have a plasma gun if it's no points. So, I don't know. But am I just building and painting this stuff to play it? I'm way beyond that. I'm just building a massive army, and I like the aesthetic of big armies on the table and stuff like that. So, is it crazy to have more Plague Marines than you need? Yeah, but whatever. And then the next one, what is he called again? Biologist Putrifier? I think so. Biologist Putrifier, the guy with the grenades. He's pretty much stock. I used neon green stuff on him a lot, or neon yellow over the green, so it's glowing a little bit more. But that's pretty much all. And then we have another Blight launcher. I think I built 8. Oh no, it's not the holy number. I have to throw one away. 8 Blight launchers in total. And I really wanted Sorcerer as well, so I painted the Sorcerer here. He's technically not a normal Plague Marine, but he is in the Plague Marine unit. You will add him to it as a character, so he counts, alright? I converted up a Noxious Blightbringer, and I added him because I needed some variety in my painting. This Noxious Blightbringer is converted with a cape from some Age of Sigmar Khorne kit, I think. really cool cape. I don't like the Noxious Bloodbringer with the big bell, and the bell is like dangling down, and it's just too clunky. So I took that away. But the helmet is cool with the halo on top of it, and I gave him a little bit of a staff with dangling bells on it. So I think that fits him really well. And then we have another Blight launcher, pretty standard. Another melter and another Blight launcher. Then, what are these called again? Plague Spewers, I think, the normal flamers. Currently at the normal meta, yeah, you don't really use those. But I can see a unit having 4 flamers and then adding the foul blight spawn to it, so you have basically 5 Overwatch flamer shots. But I still want some of those in my Death Guard, so yeah, there you go. And then I have a bolter. Now we are in the 29th of July. Then another pretty much stock Blight launcher. Then a champion with a power fist. The thing is, the champion has on his backpack here a bolter, so as I said, you don't really, currently when the plasma gun is free, why would you use a bolter? Plasma gun is just a better weapon. But yeah, I just didn't convert him up, I forgot it. And then there's another guy, he has a plasma gun on the back here. He is, I think, one of the easy to build guys, and I had many of them because I was at a convention in Essen, the Spiel it's called, biggest board gaming thing in the world, and Games Workshop had a booth there. And back in the day when I worked at Games Workshop, we were running that booth, and children were painting all those Plague Marines, but they always like, some of them just threw them in the garbage or just let them on the table and didn't finish them up. So I had a lot of these guys, a bunch of those backpacks as well, because most of the children, they didn't glue the backpack on. Because in the beginning we had fully assembled miniatures, but in the end we were frantically still gluing together stuff, and some of the children wanted to do it themselves and they forgot some stuff. But it was fun. But I said, I don't want to throw all of these bits in the bin, so I used them and I resprayed them and everything. So yeah, just a little bit of a story time from my days at Games Workshop. And I could not talk anymore after 4 days. I was running some of the game systems, like the test games, and my voice was so destroyed after that. Crazy. And then we have a normal guy with a robotic weapon next. This guy just has a grenade and has the bolt gun on the slung here. It's not nothing really special, but this one is special. The Golden Boy. I said I need to convert something with I had the weapon left over from the Lord Discordant from a conversion I did. Maybe I paint that someday, but I've not painted it at all. But I said that weapon he has, that halberd thing with the chain glaive on top of it, I just swapped that with a plague weapon and then give it to one guy, and then I paint him like a Custodes, basically, golden and red, and so he looks like a boss that is whooping your ass, basically, in Elden Ring. So I think he's standing out way too much. I don't think I will use him that much in the game. Maybe just to be random in a game. It's just like, here's the Golden Boy. But I like the color scheme a lot. Maybe someday I paint some Custodes. They're loyalists though, so meh. And then the next guy, we talked about this one already, the bolter like this. I can see myself converting one of them. I think I have 1 or 2 of them in my bits box still, with another weapon. So he has a melter gun or plasma gun like that, and then maybe they'll do a head swap as well. But this is all I've painted so far, and while I'm shooting this video and doing this video, I have painted another one. So we are at the 8th of August, so that is yesterday, so I need to paint another one today if I want to continue with this. Yeah, but speaking of continuing with this, I want to do this as long as possible, And if I have holiday, I need to do some, paint some beforehand, and then have a little bit of a way to go. So I can show you what I have going on. 14 guys are in the pipe already that are battle ready. Like, I mean, 13. This one is just to have 2 times 7. I put another guy there, but and then I have 3 characters I want to do in the future as well. 2 for Blight spawn and another Biologous Putrifier that I have converted. He has only one of those grenade rags. He doesn't look like a fly like the other guy, but he has the gun down there, and I think he looks pretty cool. And the thing is, those are battle ready already, so it only takes me about an hour, 20 minutes to finish one from this state to the completely ready state. But there is more in the works. This is the stuff I still have to prime, and these 4 are already primed, but these I have to prime. 7 normal Plague Marines and then some characters. And there's even 2 characters that have a jump pack, so you cannot even use that anymore in DevCard, but I don't care. And I need to, if I want to continue this, I need to get going with building stuff as well. There will be probably a video on the channel. I cannot promise that, but probably, yeah. I have 2 of these boxes of those. That's 8 each. I think there's a character in it. There's the sorcerer character in it, and I think it's each one of the others once, and 1 double. I think the bolter guy is in there twice or something. Yeah, I have 2 boxes of these. There's 16 more, and I need to get going with those to continue my streak. But maybe in the future I will swap Plague Marines with Poxwalkers. That's my thing. Plague Marine a day keeps the doctor away because it's probably too late for you anyway. Ah, that even rhymes. Nice.
Plague Marine a day.
That's it for this week. I need to go back to painting my daily Plague Marine now. You can go ahead and watch this video the algorithm god has picked for you. And subscribe while you're at it. See ya.